everybody, what's going on today? Welcome to the channel. Today I'm going to go over the Outlier 1 and 2 quirks that you can use on your cards in Diamond Dynasty or some cards that have them. And we're going to go over which cards actually have that quirk on them so you guys can get the most out of your pitching staff. But you guys do me a favor, as always, make sure to smash that like button, subscribe to the channel, man. Subscribe. All right, so we've got 12 cards currently in the game right now, 12 cards that currently have the Outlier quirk, either Outlier 1 or Outlier 2, all right? There's one common card. There are 6 bronze cards that actually have it. There's 1 silver, 1 gold, and 3 diamonds that currently hold this quirk. So let's explain. We're going to go to the first card right quick. And actually, I was trying to record the video with the volume up on my TV. So hold on one second. Let me go and find these cards. All right, here's the first one. This is the common card, and now I'll explain exactly what the Outlier quirk is. If you guys notice, you guys hit triangle when you're on any of these cards, and it'll bring up your attributes list here, as we all most likely know. But if you tab over the L1, R1s here to the quirk button, you'll see Outlier 1. And Outlier 1 is the primary pitch exceeds max velocity limit. All right, so in this case with Brusdar Gruderall here, it's going to be the sinker. His primary pitch is the sinker, so he's going to get most pitches have that 2 to 3 mile per hour window, sometimes up to 4 on the occasion. What's going to happen with this card is when you throw that sinker, the majority of the time it's going to be upwards 97, 98. Maybe hitting the occasional 99 on it. And on a sinker, that's going to be absolutely disgusting. So definitely a card, I know it's a common card, this one in particular, this first one, but it's definitely a card you might want to consider in BR, in a Battle Royale run, or possibly in an event run. Depending on what the limitations are on your team overalls, or trying to squeeze players in. But here's definitely a good pickup for you guys to use. If you guys end up seeing, and I'll show you some of them throughout this process that have the Outlier 2, it's only going to be their secondary pitch. It's going to be not the primary pitch, but the second pitch in their pitch repertoire. All right, so it's going to be the second pitch from the top. That they'll be awarded this the same max velocity limit to. So Brusdar Gruderall, great common card to be able to use because of this perk. I can tell you that I've used a couple of these cards that have this perk, and it's absolutely filthy. So it's definitely worth giving a shot to. Let's take a look at the second one here. We're just going to search them in the marketplace just like this. It's a little bit easier. So we're going to go to bronzes now. This is a bronze level 70 Jimmy Cordero here for the Chicago White Sox. All right. And Cordero here has the primary Outlier 1 perk as well. So he's going to have the sinker also on this card. So that sinker is going to get upwards of 97, 98, 99, maybe occasionally with it. And that's really nasty. Now, he doesn't have a whole lot of break on this card, so you're going to have to be a little bit careful and make sure that you're hitting your spots because, again, this is a card option that you probably would want to use maybe in BR or in an event run, depending on the limitations of your team overall. Like I said earlier, trying to squeeze maybe some lower rated or lower tiered players in so you can actually meet the requirements to play. But these pitches are absolutely disgusting, man. They seem way faster than what they actually are. And so Jimmy Cordero, definitely a option there for you, just getting started out. Let's go to the third one here. Texas native right here. There we go. Jordan Hicks. There he is. Sorry about that. All right. So Jordan Hicks of the St. Louis Cardinals. He's a 72 overall closing pitcher. So not too bad to have as a closer right there, especially when he's going to have this perk or this quirk. I'm going to call him perks all the time. Sorry. I call him perks. I'm so used to Call of Duty and calling everything perks instead of quirks. So, but he has the Outlier 1, so he has the sinker again. So 3 straight cards with the sinker. This one is going to go in the 90, 98 Possible every once in a while 99 mile per hour range again. Awesome. He has 97 break on that pitch as well. So this thing's going to bend and move and be absolutely disgusting and fast, man. So it's going to be really hard to hit and really hard to move your PCI to. This card so far is the best hits and Ks per 9 one that we've seen out of these first 3 cards I've showed you. So I recommend this one for a back-end bullpen kind of situation in like I said, again, in BR or in events. You could even use this one on your squad, possibly. You know, if you're playing a guy who can't catch up to fastballs the entire game, then you know that you might be able to put this in and have that pitch come in a couple miles an hour faster than what it looks, and be able to continuously pop 98 with a sinker on the gun is pretty filthy and disgusting. So definitely a good option there in Jordan Hicks. Let's see here. I keep going to filter by accident. Sorry about that. All right, so the fourth one we're going to go look at here is going to be, this one's going to take a little bit to find. Let me see. There he is. Joe Kelly. Joe Kelly here for the Dodgers. Sorry about that. I've got some stuff selling up there in the corner. Joe Kelly doesn't have too bad a hits and Ks per 9. He is a relief pitcher. He's a 71 overall bronze. Now, this is going to be the first one that we're going to see the Outlier Quirk 2. Outlier 2. So the secondary pitch exceeds max velocity limit because he's got that first pitch as the knuckle curve. And as nasty as a 100-mile-an-hour knuckle curve would be, thank God we don't have to face that. So, two-seamer, though. This card's going to have a two-seamer that he's going to be able to use. Now, I will say, in years past, everybody's always been a little bit weary of throwing the two-seamer. The two-seamer's not quite what the sinker is, and it should be. It should be better. This year, it's a little better, you guys. So the two-seamer actually is more effective and can be a little filthy this year. So, you know, I don't fall into the trap of throwing it too much, but definitely be aware of that. And he's got a two-seamer that'll regularly top out at 100 to 101 every once in a while as well. So Joe Kelly, great option here out of the bullpen. Let's go look up the next one here. Type in the name here. Andres is the first name there. Andres Munoz. That's who we're bringing up here from the Padres. So I apologize if I'm butchering people's names, man. I'm trying to get them right. But so this one right here is a relief pitcher as well. He's got decent hits and Ks per 9. So not a bad option to use. He, again, has the Outlier 1 quirk on his card. So it is going to be on his four-seam fastball. Keep in mind, when this four-seam fastball shows at 99 and they have that Outlier 1 quirk on it, he is going to regularly pop the glove at 102 miles an hour as long as you use him in the game. It's absolutely filthy, man. It's really hard to catch up to. So I don't care what difficulty you're on. Hitting 102 regularly is going to be interesting, and mixing up your pitches is going to be key. But if you can do that properly, you can use that 102 mile per hour fastball to really get people out and move the ball by people in the zone. So Andres Munoz here for the Padres is that one here. We got 2 more bronzes right quick. Let's go find these last two bronzes. I think it's going to be, it's going to be this one here. Emmanuel Clay. So the Rangers actually traded him to the Indians in the Corey Kluber deal, I believe. He's going to have a 69-69 on the hits and Ks per 9. Haha. And so not too great there. Wish the numbers were a little higher, but at least it's funny for the comedic purpose. And this one is very interesting, though. All right, so this card, if you go over to his quirk, he has Outlier 1. And notice his first pitch is a cutter. 97. So he's going to regularly hit 100 miles an hour on the gun with a cutter. All right, that's going to be absolutely nasty. You're going to get so many broken bat pop-ups if you can jam that sucker inside. It's going to be crazy. So he does have the 99 velo. He's got 80 break on it, so it's going to have decent break on that pitch as well. Man, I mean, this one could be interesting because he's the only pitcher so far in the game that has a cutter with that Outlier quirk on it. And I think that's a game changer, man. It could really be something interesting to use. So I know he's a 68 bronze. But you guys might want to definitely check this card out and give it a shot. Now the next one we've got is a bronze card, but it used to be in last year's game a silver card, and it's going to be right here. Jose Alvarado, from the Tampa Bay Rays. Was a decent pitcher to use last year, but they've given him this year the Outlier 1 quirk, which gives his two-seamer a little bit more velocity on it. So he's actually going to throw that two-seamer faster than the four-seamer a lot of times. That two-seamer is going to regularly hit 100 miles an hour on the gun. and with 99 break. Oh, baby. All right. And being a lefty, he's a lefty too, you guys. So, awesome chance to use a great lefty out of the pen. It just kind of goes to show you, and I think this will hold true. You don't have to have gold and diamond relievers to have success out of your bullpen. You can have success with guys like this. 80, 88 on the hits and Ks per 9. That's not bad, man. There's some golds that don't have that right now. So, his control is going to be where a lot of these cards, not just this one, but a lot of them are going to wither away a little bit for you. So it's going to be a little harder to control. But if you can get the control down, man, you can really mess people up with these cards. So Jose Alvarado there, sorry, is the final bronze. We'll go on to our one and only silver card that we've got here. And it's Diego Castillo. Here we go. Also for the Rays. So this one is a silver card. He has the slider, sinker, and four-seam fastball as his pitches, 78, 80 on the hits and Ks per 9. That break is at 99, and he has outlier 2. So that sinker is going to get up to 98, occasionally 99 miles an hour, but he's going to regularly be able to throw it at 98 with 99 movement. Oh my God! So it's gonna be really difficult to hit this one. But this is the one silver card. Is Jose Alvarado. Excuse me, that was the last one. Diego Castillo. Sorry, I was stuck on the Rays there apparently again. But Diego Castillo here is a great card. I used this one last year a little bit too, if I'm not mistaken. In a couple VR runs and some events and stuff, and he's not too terribly bad. So check this one out. But let's get to the ones you guys have been waiting on, man. We got the golds and the diamonds here, and there's only one gold, and I think you guys can probably figure it out who I'm typing in. It's Noah Syndergaard there, Thor for the New York Mets. Let's see. Syndergaard is a 82 overall gold. He does have a good 5-pitch mix, of course. He's a starter. And his hits and Ks per 9 are not where you really want them to be for this card. But once the season gets going and he's trending because he's supposed to be pitching, although I think he's injured now, so that might change. Typically some of these cards trend up a little bit. But yeah, I believe Syndergaard, if I'm not mistaken, heard the other day he's having Tommy John surgery. So, but outlier 1 on his pitches. He has the sinker that'll get up to 98 miles an hour, just like that fastball will probably get up to 99, 100 on him. But the sinker being able to get up to 98 with a decent amount of movement on it is going to be pretty filthy. So this is your one and only gold card is Noah Syndergaard. Only a couple thousand stubs, not really too terribly bad to pick up there in the marketplace. All right. Now we've got 3 gold cards. 3 diamond cards that are outlier cards here currently in the game. And the first one I'm going to show you guys. There it is, but I'm not looking for that one. I'm looking for this one. There we go. All right. Michael Kopech or Kopech. Look, he's been called different things here because if I'm not mistaken, he was originally drafted by the Rangers. I'm not positive. Maybe it was just because he's from Texas and I remember hearing his name around here in the local news, but I thought maybe we had traded him to the White Sox years ago. But he is an awesome prospect. Pick this card up. I know he's a little bit on the stub side, but pick this card up if you get the chance, man. 88, 92 on the hits and Ks per 9. I have this card. I used him in a ranked seasons game yesterday. I know the ERA doesn't look great, 6.23 in 4 innings pitched, but the guy got lucky on a couple hits on this one, all right? That fastball is not what he hit. It was a couple mistake pitches I threw, so maybe he didn't get lucky. I just messed up, but way better than that ERA is showing right now. I can't wait to use this card more. That fastball is going to be what the Outlier Quirk gets up to. And that thing, he's going to regularly pop 102 on the gun, man. It's just absolutely nasty. So I definitely recommend picking this card up. Like I said, I want to get some more use in with him. I've had a couple games and, he's given up a couple runs, but I've actually won both the games. So, it was fine with me. He didn't do too bad, but, definitely a great card to pick up there, in Michael Kopech. Or Kopech, however you want to say his last name. It doesn't matter to me right at this point. So, all right, we got 2 diamonds left here. Let's go look at these right quick. We've got Nate Pearson is going to be one of the other prospect cards here for the Blue Jays. And now, the only thing about this card is he does only have 4 pitches for a starter. He doesn't have the 5 pitches, but I think you can work around that, especially given this quirk. He's got the outlier 1, so that fastball is going to get up to to 102 regularly. He might be able to touch 103 on the gun. I'm not sure. I haven't seen it happen with Michael yet, but We'll have to see if he's able to get there. But Nate Pearson, man, a great card here. He's got good difference in velocities here on his pitches as well with the slider, the curveball, and the changeup. That curve dropping in at 78, going from 102 down to 78 is going to be pretty nasty. So 97 break on this card as well. Definitely a great option, man. Great hits and Ks per 9. And he is a quite expensive card right now, but I'm just going over the outlier cards. So he is one of the outlier cards here. And then finally, the final outlier card is a live series card here in the game. You guys probably know exactly where I'm going. It's Aroldis Chapman. It's kind of the reason that this Outlier Quirk is even in the game is because of him. But Aroldis Chapman here, 102, 109 on the hits and Ks per 9. Lefty out of the pen, obviously. Control is always an issue for him, but who cares? People aren't going to touch this thing anyway. So it's a really great card, man. Outlier 1 obviously is on it. If you scroll down, it's going to be right there. It's going to be on that 4-seamer, so he's going to regularly pop 102 on that thing, and it is just nasty with 99 break. He just blows everything by everybody. You can't touch Chapman right now. So, and the fact that Chapman has a sinker now in the game is nice. I do wish that he still had the changeup, and maybe they either got rid of the 2-seamer or I don't know. At least he has the slider still. But yeah. A lot of times in games, I don't use fastballs as often as a lot of people do, but with these outlier cards, I think a lot of these people are going to be using more fastballs, with those cards. And, sometimes if you're hitting on them, you can just kind of sit back and wait on a fastball too. So, but hopefully this helps you guys out. I recommend that you guys try out these outlier cards and pick up a few of them if you don't already have some, and just give them a shot. See how they feel, see how they do for you. But it's definitely an awesome quirk. Can't wait to see what more cards we get out throughout the year and that have this quirk on them. And it should be very interesting. So you guys do me a favor. As always, make sure to smash that like button. Subscribe to the channel, man. Subscribe. Hope you guys enjoyed this video today. And we'll catch you on the next one. Thanks.